Hello, my name is Dr. Magdalena Denham, and I am very honored to be the recipient of a 2024 David Payne Award in Academic Community Engagement at Sam Houston State University. I truly believe that students should take ACE courses because they have been linked in research to increased career opportunities. So obviously, when you are working on a project and you are exposed to a community partner, be it an agency, a nonprofit, or a small community group, your name is out there and you are doing something very practical. You can put it on your resume, but you're also linking to that professional community. So you're linking to the field. You become visible. Not only the university becomes visible in the community, but also you as a student become visible. So later on, when the opportunities arise, when you're looking for jobs or when you're trying to get internships, which in many cases lead to jobs, then you have that upper hand versus somebody who spent most of the time in a classroom or did research in a library versus going out there and doing that research hands-on with a community partner. And also, we talk a lot about marketable skills, and every field has certain set of marketable skills that they expect the students to bring with them when they graduate and when they head the professional workforce. So for us in Homeland Security, and particularly for me in disasters and in emergency management, a really huge piece of that is collaboration. Emergency management has to be collaborative, coordination. There are many principles, but just those two. Think about you coordinating with somebody that's outside of a university, that works on a totally different schedule, that works in a totally different organizational environment, and you have to coordinate that, and you have to collaborate across, your faculty, your school campus, and that particular entity. So now, when you are graduating, you can say on your resume that you actually collaborated or coordinated across different agencies, and this is what the employers might be looking for. So for students, that's that marketable skill that you're gaining from those hands-on projects. Of course, there are other benefits. Another benefit is those courses create a social capital. So when you become involved in a particular project, let's say I did a project with my students that was called a pillowcase. It was Disney and American Red Cross project where we provided education to kids in grades 3 to 5 about disaster preparedness and awareness. And they were getting to color a nice pillowcase with Disney characters. So my students in that course were teaching younger kids how to do something that may one day save their life. And actually, a fire chief in Huntsville told my students that perhaps because of that campaign, one of his firefighters will not have to go into the burning home. So because the people would have evacuated already because they got that preparedness piece. So there is that social capital because you can take that particular pillowcase training by Red Cross and you can deliver it anywhere in this country. So if you move, you graduate from Huntsville and you go to Boston, I'm sure that they have American Red Cross in Boston and you can be a volunteer and you can do that educational piece with them. So that's social capital. There's also some intrinsic benefits to those projects because they tend to really inspire students when they get to see what difference can be made in communities by helping, by consulting, by bringing the expertise of faculty and students. Students are a huge capital, right? Students have a lot of energy, a lot of passion. They get all this new knowledge that they need to do something with. Faculty are great social capital as well. They are a repository of knowledge. And you are bringing now all that to some of the outfits that might not be able to afford a consulting service, or they are under-resourced or they cannot do it themselves. So it's a force multiplier, and that force multiplier, I know it's very inspirational and motivational for our students and for faculty. And you really get to learn how the things look in real life beyond the university walls. And another reason that I think that students should get engaged in those projects is because you get to see your faculty in a different way as well. So it's not that hierarchical figure or authority figure that tells you what to read and what to do, but you get to create and participate in a very creative process with your faculty. You can contribute to research, and I have published with my former students. So that is really tremendous because it's sort of levels that playing field between the authority figure, which is faculty, and you. The faculty gets to know you better at a more personal level. So then, when you need a letter of reference down the road, or some opportunity comes around, that faculty will remember you. They'll remember you being engaged. They'll remember spending time with you. Sometimes you will discuss things that are beyond the academics, your personal issues. You get a mentor out of faculty. So those are some of the things I can think about for ACE being truly fantastic experience for students. And of course, it's really very rewarding for faculty as well. We wouldn't do that if we did not believe that it was beneficial for our students to get engaged. And, it's a lot more work too for faculty. It's a lot more work for students because sometimes those projects are very organic, and if students are used to a particular schedule or something being very structured, maybe they are out of comfort zone, if they have to adjust. But they also teach you a lot of things like adaptability and flexibility. And a lot of times what you put more effort in is a lot more rewarding as well.